everybody. It's the first week of Intro to Music, rock music, and I'd like to thank you for being patient while I get all these tutorial videos made. They do take quite a long time to render and to upload to YouTube, so I appreciate you watching them, and I appreciate all your questions that you've had up to this point. Continue to post in the forums. Let's move on with our discussion of the course navigation. So we left off with quizzes. Here again you see the release dates for all these quizzes down here. So if you try to click on something, you might not be able to get into it if it says starts March 16th. Even though you can access it, you might not be able to take it. Those are release dates or restrictions. So please avoid sending me emails if you're trying to take this before something starts. Let's switch it up and go to assignments overview. Move this down. Okay. So in the assignments overview, I talk about the breakdown of all the graded parts of this class. Specific assignments with due dates are outlined in each module, posted under the Content tab on the left navigation panel. So this is the Content tab, this is the left navigation panel. Generally speaking, you will have 1 week, Sunday 11:59 p.m. to Sunday at 11:59 p.m. to complete each module. Should be pretty familiar if you've taken online courses here before. You will have assigned reading. That's listed. I'll show you where that is in the Go to Class tab over here in just a second. There's assigned listening. That will be posted by the end of this week. Right now you're just to listen to Hey Joni by Sonic Youth. That's the first track on the Spotify playlist. And then discussions, that's the big part of your grade for this course. Each week you'll be assigned discussion questions. Posting for discussions are worth 5 points each. Additionally, students must comment on a minimum of 2 classmates' posts in order to receive credit for the week. The best comments convey thoughtful and relevant ideas addressed in the reading, are at least 1 paragraph long. It's 3 to 5 sentences, 150 words. Probably need more like 5 sentences in order to do that. They reference material in the text, right, from the assigned reading. You should also, I need to change that. There's not a course mate for this class, but I do have other websites, and the textbook references you to other websites as well. Plus, you can always do a Google, and remember, don't use Wiki. It's not a scholarly resource. You'll want to use something else. If you go to the Research Quick Start for this course, you'll want to go to the LARC page. I'll take you there real quick while we're talking about it. You'll want to go to the LARC page, and here we go. Once you're in here, this is the Research Quick Start. Scroll down to Music, click on that, and then click Find. And then you see all these great resources pop up. There's on the left side a kind of a smaller outline version, but you have access to content like the Minnesota Orchestra, the Academy of Country Music, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, MPA, National Music Publishers Association, full-text electronic journals and magazines. You can go to Billboard and research albums for your album review, which is really cool. Some other things, contemporary music review. They might have some modern music in here, maybe not. It might be more classical contemporary music. But Popular Music in Society and Rolling Stone are something that you'll want to look at. And there are also some access, if you didn't know about this, to full text electronic books that you can check out in the bookstore. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's the quick start, and there's a ton more there, but for the sake of time, I'm just gonna introduce it to you. Some people have been asking about creating MLA citations right here. Follow this link. I lost it. Go back. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. So MLA formatting and style guide, it takes you right to it. This is the Purdue OWL online writing lab. You'll use this a lot in your college career. Alright, so back to assignments overview. The major grades for this course: listening quizzes, exams. There will be essay writing in the exams. You'll have a final paper, which is your album review. And then you'll have prep assignments for that album review. Basically, the album review is you just write, you have to choose a rock band, and you have to write about the entire album. It can't be a greatest hits. It has to be an actual album. And then you get a participation grade for the online discussions. Okay, and I can see when I go to this area of the page, the class list, I can click on your name and see how often you log in, how much you spend, how much time you spend on activities. So you can't really, fudge that in your grade. You have to be on, you have to be accessing things and doing things. So that's the overview, and then I have the release dates for everything if you want. Again, just to show you, there's the quizzes, this is the release dates. Your exams aren't up there, but there'll be a midterm and a final, week 9 and then week 16, around those times. Your projects, again, here are your release dates. Or here are your due dates, rather. They are accessible right now. A little bit more, a reminder about discussions, if you click on it here. And then I have all of them in one area listed. So you can see all of the start dates and priority deadline due dates. These are those right there. These are Fridays at 11:59. You can still get 3 points if you submit on Saturday or Sunday at the end of the week. Surveys aren't available yet. Your questions, if you have them, you can post here in D2L. And then if you need help with D2L, here is the number that you call. You can also contact the IT help desk, or you can go to the D2L login page and perform a system check to see what's going on. So as I was saying, you can do a system check on the D2L login page. It's at the bottom left corner. Let me take you there. There's the login right down here. Click here to do a system check. There you go. Okay, the last part of this video, we got about 6 minutes. Last part of this video is something I added to make the navigation clearer, but it's been causing a lot of confusion, is the Go to Class tab. So when you're ready to go to class, you want to know what the assignments are for the week. Click on that. Then, just so you know, click on the week to go below to go to class. Content may be visible in your browser, however, you will not be able to access it until the release dates. For example, begins January 19th. So that's what I'm referring to here. You can view this, but you can't click on these things. Alright, it's not a blue link. So let's go back to week 1. And once you're in here, this is the agenda for the week, the to-do list. Alright, complete the course introduction. And then when you're done with that, you watch this video, you've visited all the tabs that you can, you want to finish browsing, you want to read the syllabus if you haven't yet. We didn't really do that. I'll highlight some things in a moment. Make sure you understand how the course is laid out. That's on you. That's your responsibility as a student to understand how the course is laid out, and ask questions if something is not clear. Here's your assignment. Read the Cataphorus textbook. Begin listening to the Spotify playlist. Chapters 27 and 57. And then the week 1 listening. This is Hey Joni. I don't have the course schedule updated again by the end of this week. And then you're going to log in, it says, to D2L and complete. Well, you're already logged in, so down here, complete the discussions. Let's go there now. And there's been a lot of questions. Do I have to answer all these questions? Do I have to answer question 1 and question 2? Do I have to answer the questions within it? Yes to all of those. You need to answer the questions. So we'll start with question 1. Once you're in here, you cannot view the discussion boards until you compose your first message. That's your first response that I talked about. So you'll have your first response, and then you need to comment on 2 classmates' posts. That gets you your credit for that question. So answer these things, and then you're going to post, then you do your comments. Let's go back to the list. Then you would go in and do question 2. Go in here and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to answer these questions in question 2. That's your message you have to compose before you can view. Then you have to comment on 2 classmates' posts in order to receive credit for that comment. So hopefully that clarifies your questions. A few people had a question about this. How does soyouwanna.com explain the history of indie rock? Well, this was the author. If you did the reading, if you went to week 1, go to class week 1, you would have seen that chapter 27 or 57, I forget which one it is, but the author is soyouwanna.com. Don't go to that website. I don't think it's up anymore, or it's not. It'll be really hard to find that content that the textbook is referring to. So always read the textbook before you try to do the discussions. Discussions should be the final thing that you do in the week. If you're in the habit of doing that the other way around, you need to change that habit. Okay? So there you go. That's discussions, the go to class. Again, I did that to just make things simpler. That way you can see all of the navigation here. Instead of, if you notice, when I click on go to class, it expands. There's 17 or 16 weeks worth of stuff there that it expands to. So that's why when you're ready to go to class, you go to class there, you click on the week you're on, and you read over the agenda for that week. Okay? And that's really all there is as far as a course introduction. Just let me take you to the syllabus page. Again, it's your responsibility to read the syllabus for this course. If you don't understand something, that's on you to ask questions. Not my responsibility. Online classes, there's enough going on. You have to be sort of a disciplined self-learner. Okay? I'm not going to contact you and see if you've read the syllabus. You need to read the syllabus. It's required of every college class. So just some key things here on the syllabus. My office location, if you'd like to stop by and have a chat, is Fine and Performing Arts, room 476. That's at the Worthington campus. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. You can set up an appointment, please, if those times don't work with you. We can also, if you're a remote student, like more than an hour or so away in the from the Worthington campus, we can do Adobe Connect sessions. Really, I can do this for anyone that wants it. So, but it's your job to schedule that. Try not to do it the morning of, all right? Unless you give me a call. I would encourage you, if you want to do something that day, give me a call in my office so that I know to go and turn on my Adobe and we can get things going. Okay. try to just give me a little bit of warning so I know how to know what to look for. Okay, help me. That would help me help you. My email here, brian.maurer@midwest.edu. Contact me with all your questions there. Try to do that during the weekdays and before 5 p.m. I'll get back to you quicker if you do that. Stick to that schedule. Required materials, there you go. You need that stuff in order to be successful in this class. So that's all I have for you. I'll see you guys on the Intro to Rock page on Facebook. The video is up now for the course introduction part 1, so make sure you watch that and share your findings with your classmates. This should clarify a lot of questions that we've been getting on the discussion boards. I hope you guys have a great semester. I'm really excited you chose to take this class, and you're going to discover a lot of cool things. Even if you are a big fan of rock music, you're going to encounter a lot of cool things and discover a lot of cool things about rock that you never knew. There's a lot of controversial things in this textbook, so I've enjoyed learning about those issues, and I know you will too. Alright, see you guys online. Welcome to the class.